involving allegations surrounding a deputy minister and a minor. This is the team of investigators that have been working on this particular case over the last few days, and I would like everyone to introduce themselves before we can go any further. So we'll start from you.
So my name is Anthony Alo Ebenezer Ezono, and the team leader for the legal team of the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection.
I'm Anthony Margaret M. Phillips, legal officer, Ministry of Gender.
I am Councillor Isaac L. George Jr. I'm the Director, Sexual Gender-Based Violence Crimes Unit, Ministry of Justice.
Yeah, I'm Chief Secretary of Police, Texan Nigeria, Deputy Chief, Humanitarian Protection.
Commissioner Johnny Boladin, Commissioner of Crime Services.
I'm Senior F. Frank, the Deputy Inspector General for Crime Services.
Okay, once again, thank you all. As you've seen, as you're seeing around the table, this body has been working tirelessly since this allegation came about. So what I would like to do, I would like to begin to walk us through the process as to how this delicate kind of investigation is carried out. So when we have a complaint of sexual abuse reported at the police station, we first and foremost refer the case to one of the 6 accredited medical facilities around Liberia for an evaluation. It comes back to the police, and then the police review the report and begin the investigation from there. The investigation of that nature was immediately filed at Tow Central, and these are all the steps that have been taken as far as this allegation is concerned. The report has come in. There is an indication that yes, indeed, the victim was tempered with. So immediately, the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection, the Ministry of Justice, the prosecutors, and the Liberia National Police investigators have been going back and forth. Fortunately, this particular area is covered by CCTV camera, so the investigators are going on the scene to review the footage of the camera to try to corroborate the statement of the victim. We've spoken to the victim, we've spoken to the father, we've spoken to aunties, all of the persons of interest that have been named in the investigation, including the suspect. We've brought the suspect in for questioning, taking statements from him at different levels, and the investigation is still ongoing. Yesterday, the entire group, at first the police went there to review the footage. Yesterday, this entire body went in, reconstructed the crime scene, came back today for us to meet. We've been here since this morning, going back and forth, doing analysis, calling the victim back in to speak to her. So we've just picked up some new pieces of information from the victim that will require a further investigation. We've called on additional employees of the Ministry of Youth and Sport, including deputy ministers as well, to come in for us to speak with them. We've prayed the court for a subpoena of the call log of the deputy minister who's being accused. That call log was a very important part of the investigation because the geospatial data analysis would now point us to placing him exactly to where the allegation is if substantiated. So we're waiting for that, and I know everybody's waiting to see how this investigation goes, waiting for us to make an arrest. I'm going to appeal to the public that we have to make sure we follow all of these steps so that it is done right. Once we get the call log and we're able to verify, the last step will be, we're on the phone right now trying to engage for help for forensic DNA sampling. Fortunately, the clothes that the minor was wearing was carefully preserved. It's being packaged, so we've now ordered that this DNA sample be collected from the alleged the suspect as well, so that we can also do that analysis. With that being said, I will pass it over to the prosecutor and the Ministry of agenda to just throw a little light there, and then we can entertain one or two questions.
So basically, since from what the IG has said, we hope that the public understand that this is a very delicate matter, and we want to make sure that at the end of the day, whatever outcome is substantial, that we can establish probable cause to proceed with this case. Thank you.
So the Ministry of General, as you are aware, is very concerned, and that is why we are in close collaboration with the police. And what is key, usually in allegation, is that they say this person did this, but what is very essential is to link the person. So the work has been very tedious, and we have been following, and we also like to thank the police for the collaboration. And as the IG just said, it's still inconclusive. So with the new pieces of information that we just gathered today from today's meeting, we're hoping that when we talk to those people, it will lead us somewhere, and we'll all ask the public to be patient. Today we heard there were people going to the Ministry of General, but then the Deputy Minister met them, so we're hoping that everybody will be patient and we'll reach a logical conclusion and justice will be served. Thank you.
Sina, do you want to add anything to it from the investigation?
No, well, so far, so good. Here we are, we know we're supposed to be doing some DNA analysis. So the issue is being handled meticulously. We just want to urge the citizen out there to be patient and just follow the steps of the investigation. We'll keep the citizen informed, but they need to be patient. Let's just forget about be patient about demonstrations all around, but rather pay keen attention to what is happening. These are all required legal steps to get, to collect the suspect of the crime scene. All of that, those are processes we all look forward to. Because if the processes are not exhausted, it undermines the investigation.
And the prosecution.
And everything that is involved. So we ask for patience, we're doing everything possible. This is why every one of us sit around the table, to be able to arrive at a logical conclusion that will lead to a successful prosecution. Thank you.
So before I open the floor for questioning, we want to reassure the public that there's absolutely no one in this country who's above the law. Contrary to what people believe, that because this man is a deputy minister, that is the reason why he has not been arrested, is so far from the truth. As a matter of fact, I hold public officials even with greater accountability for their actions in this country than just ordinary citizens. So if for any reason, we're just able to establish this particular thing and substantiate the claim, he will be arrested. There's absolutely no one that's above the law in this country. But I'm urging the public to please be a little bit patient. We've reached out to different institutions. Also to even look at the CCTV footage, even though we had IT people go in and they said that it was not tampered with, but based on the witness statement and the footage, we tried to see. We're making sure we're crossing our T's, we're dotting our I's, but we'll get to the bottom of this thing and justice will be served. I prefer for us to take our time and send a case to court that will get successful prosecution than to rush with an arrest as people are crying out there for, and then we let the suspect walk free. So I'm urging the public to please remain calm. We're committed to this process, protecting our children. This girl is she's the same age of my daughter. So I reverse this situation. I can't even imagine. Child is the protection of all children in this country. This issue will not be swept under the carpet. No one is above the law. Whoever tampered with this child will answer for their crimes. Thank you. At this point in time, Assisi, we can take two
Thank
questions.
you. This issue will not be swept under the carpet. You heard from the Inspector General of Police on a regular